But if they do buy, great. You have a customer, you can give them a great service and upsell them. Or if they don't buy, they go into your nurture campaign until they unsubscribe. And the power is in their hands. They unsubscribe whenever the hell they want. Or they buy when they want. If they've seen your brand 10, 15 times, they're like, oh, I like this guy. They just buy. And that's fine. You have a customer. Hey, it's Alan here, and I want to talk about the perfect LinkedIn marketing system. And the reason I want to talk about this is I think we've all had the situation where you get a connection request on LinkedIn. And I accept nearly all the requests. So I like to have links on LinkedIn to people. But you know that as soon as you accept a connection request, you're going to get a pitch. And I think we've all had this situation. I'm going to get a pitch. As soon as I accept this connection request, I'm going to get a pitch. And I try to be as kind as I can because, you know, I ran a company in the past, and when I was running the company, it's basically mostly sales because you're trying to make sure everyone gets paid and all the bills from the company gets paid. So a lot of the time for me as running the business was a lot of sales. And so I try to be as kind as I can to other salespeople because I've been on both ends of that spectrum. And I understand it's a difficult job. It is a difficult job. But I want to propose a slightly better sales system on LinkedIn rather than just going straight for the pitch because it upsets people. People are just sick of it. I'm sorry, but they are. And I want to propose a slightly better sales system. So, on your LinkedIn, you can use Sales Navigator, wherever you want, or just normal LinkedIn. You send out your connection requests and you connect with people. But you don't go straight for the jugular. Don't go straight for the pitch. Because people are just sick of it. And I understand why people do it. 100 people are going to reject you, but it's going to be worth it for the 1 or 2 sales that you get. I get it. And maybe it's automated, there's some automation systems and stuff like that, or AI or whatever happens to be now. But you're not making any friends with the sales system, and you are upsetting a lot of people. So it's damage. I'm going to suggest that it's damaging the brand, and you want to have a great brand. You want people to have a good feeling about the company. So I'm going to suggest a slightly better LinkedIn sales system. So first step, you create your lead magnet. Now, we've talked about lead magnets before, but it's anything that someone will want to download or use and they'll give their email address in order to do it. So generally, people don't want to buy from the first time they get to know you. They just don't want to buy from the first time they get to know you. You want to get to know your company a little bit better. So you let them see the brand a number of times before you go for the jugular. So you build your lead magnet. Now this can be a quiz, as we've talked about, a white paper, a checklist, and Alan Dib has a great page on lead magnets. It can be a course, it can be anything that someone will give their email address to get. So you're giving away something useful, valuable for free in order to get the email address. You have an incredible landing page for your lead magnet. So it gives all the benefits, features and benefits of the lead magnet, and it makes someone feel excited about going in, getting this lead magnet and downloading this. Now, obviously the lead magnet is something useful, something that people want. And then you go to LinkedIn and you make your connection requests. And some people are going to accept it, some people aren't. That's just the way it is. Some people don't use LinkedIn that often. They're much more on their Instagram and Facebook. But a lot of business people will use LinkedIn. So you're going to get some people accepting your request, some people who are not. So you let them accept the request, you don't go straight in. but you can, when you get your connection request, or you can do it as a DM, you can do it as a direct message in from Lead Sales Navigator, whatever you want to do it. But you don't ask them for a sale. You don't ask them for a sale. You tell them that you have something valuable for them. Explain it to them. We have something valuable. Would you like to know? Let's just say a weight loss company, for example. Would you like to know the 3 things that you're not doing right now that could help you lose a stone in the next month? Or let's say it's a solicitor. You could say, would you like to know the 3 things? Do this quiz to find out if you're getting the right price for your property, whatever it happens to be. And so you direct message them, send them a message with the valuable content. And some of them will go in, some of them won't. It's percentages. So you get a certain amount of people going in, they give you their email address to get your lead magnet. And by going and downloading the lead magnet, they put their hands up as someone who may be interested in your product. So you're not just trying to pitch every single person that you see. Every single person that you see. It's just not, it's not a good way to be doing this. So they put their hands up. Okay, I'm interested in this area enough to give you my email address to get the download. And from then you have your 5, 10, 15. Start with your sales email campaign. Your email campaign is so useful. And I've talked about this before. You start with your sales email campaign. So you send them 5 sales emails. From that point, they'll buy or not buy. But if they do buy, great. You have a customer. You can give them a great service and upsell them. Or if they don't buy, they go into your nurture campaign until they unsubscribe. And the power is in their hands. They unsubscribe whenever the hell they want. Or they buy when they want. If they've seen your brand 10, 15 times, they're like, oh, I like this guy. They just buy. And that's fine. You have a customer. But you haven't angered 100 people out there to get one customer. And if they see your direct message and they're not interested, then they've said, listen, I'm not interested in this area. And that's fine. That's fine. You don't have to get the 100 rejections, or you don't have to get the connection request taken back, wherever it happens to be. And you could have multiple excellent lead magnets. So for multiple areas or multiple kind of, you're not just going to have one niche that you're in. Maybe you do, maybe you just have one niche, but most businesses will have multiple niches that they go after. So if someone goes in and downloads your lead magnet, they're putting up their hand. They're saying, yes, I have some interest in this area. I may buy, I may not buy, but I do have some interest in this area. I want to move the relationship forward. But the magic of this is that you get them to see your brand 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times without, you're not being too pushy. So they have a good feeling about your brand. They don't feel like you're just pushing sales. People love to buy. But they hate being sold to. So you just take a step back. You let them download your lead magnet. You have your lead magnet. You have a beautiful landing page, very persuasive landing page. And then you make your connection requests. And you're not just constantly selling on LinkedIn. Now, some people will think this is great. Some people will say, no, I'm here to sell. But it's not working anymore. I'm telling you, just pitching people on LinkedIn is not working anymore. You need to provide free value. There's a million people trying to just sell on LinkedIn with direct messages. It's not working. Take a step back and you will have a much better relationship with your customers and prospects, and they'll feel much better about your brand. It's been Alan here. Just want to tell you my ideas around the LinkedIn marketing system that will work.